Red light. I gotta hype myself up because I'm really nervous. I'm going to see my nutritionist. I haven't seen my nutritionist like a little over a month. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what the scale says. We'll see. I have been working out. I was going like really good for a couple weeks, and then like I had a week or two where, you know, life, mommy duties just, you know, are just a lot. So I was not waking up like 4 or 5 a.m. to work out, because that's the only time I can work out. I cannot work out. I guess I can work out after I drop the kids off from school, but y'all know the time between drop off and pickup, it's like a blink of an eye. So if I drop them off at school and then go to the gym, which I can, but I just feel like it doesn't make my day productive if I go after I drop them off. Because if I go after I drop them off, by the time I come home, it's like 10. You know, maybe I spend like an hour in the gym, or a little over an hour. By the time I get home, I shower, it's like a little over 10. And then I get like 2.5 hours to myself, and then it's time for pickup again. So I just don't feel like it's worth going to the gym after I drop them off at school. I used to go, actually, when I used to drop them off at school, but they were going to a before school program, so I was able to like drop them off like 7:15, 7:30. But they don't go anymore because my daughter can't get on the bus. My son can, because she's not in kindergarten yet. So I just bring them both to school. So yeah, do you get what I'm saying though? Does anybody get what I'm saying? I'm just really trying to maximize the time I have between drop off and pickup. And in order to do that, I have to get up like 4 or 5 a.m. and to start working out. At times I do drop them off and then I'll go for like a 1.5 to 2 mile walk. I was doing that because that's just about 30 minutes. But to drive to the gym, check in, drive back, like I just feel like there's a lot of time wasted. It's really a lot of time wasted. So yeah. So we'll see what the scale says. We will see what the scale says. What is it?
See, it has to be like real minimally. You like you had 2 eggs up on there. Okay. Some chicken wings are coming out of nowhere. That's it.
Because I just wanted to get them out of the fridge right there.
It looks good. They're good looking place.
I'm back. My appointment is over. No matter what the scale said, like, it was a good appointment. It was a really, really good appointment. It really, really was. It's always a good appointment. It's always a good time when I see my nutritionist. Always. It always is. We have the perfect provider-patient relationship. Like, we go together really bad. It's always a good time. I'm always like, even though I was nervous about what the scale was gonna say, I was also very excited to see my nutritionist. Like, you should not, when you're going to the doctor, you should never feel like, your doctor shouldn't make you feel like ashamed, like you can't talk up to them, you know, you can't be honest with them, you can't even crack a smile with them, you can't even crack a laugh, make a joke. That is not how your appointment should be. When I see my nutritionist, hey, boy, we laugh. It's always giggles. It's always smiles. We always understand each other. We understand each other's sarcasm. Like, probably people walk past the room and be like, what are they joking about? Like, we sidetracked it from nutrition and started talking about Macy's. He loves Macy's and I love Macy's too. So I started showing what I was ordering on Macy's. Like, and then we're like, okay, back to nutrition. Okay, let's get back on task. And then we started to talk about, the Christmas, what's going on. And, we started to talk about grape nut ice cream. He was like, oh, where do you get it from? So it was a really good appointment. It really, really was. Despite what the scale said, it was a really, really good appointment. I did not lose any weight. My weight was the same from a month ago, which was a bit discouraging. It was. But one thing my nutritionist did, he didn't make me feel like ashamed. He didn't. What should I look on? Just see me a blog. He didn't make me feel ashamed. He didn't make me feel like he was like disappointed in me as well, like in a bad way. We just kind of regrouped. He just really went over like what calories I should be eating right now. I showed him one thing I do that you should do this when you're going to see your nutritionist or doctor or anything, is I take pictures of the food I eat. I guess in this day and age, everyone takes pictures of their food and shares them, right? But share them with your doctor, share them with your nutritionist, whoever you're going to see. Share your food photos with them, okay? So me sharing my photos of my food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, or whatever, it really helps him get an idea of what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right, so then he can also educate me. So I showed him photos of my food and he was able to tell me, you can't do for breakfast lately, I've been doing steak, eggs, a fruit, and vegetable, right? Like cucumbers and papaya. And he said, no, Asia, you either got to choose the steak or the eggs. And if you're doing eggs, you have to do 1 egg. And we made a joke. I was like, 1 egg? And I was like, who eats 1 egg? Come on, it has to be 2. And he was like, yeah, I know. But I have like the size that I am now. And he said, because of my height, I'm only 5'1". People who are short, they don't need a lot of food. I did not know that. So he told me that, which he's told me before recently. But showing him what I'm eating makes him be a better nutritionist. Like, he can better educate me, and see maybe I wasn't getting, this, what he was, telling me before. Of course, I got some printouts. I love when he gives me printouts. Like, anytime you're seeing your provider, they should always be filling you up with information in the appointment, giving you printouts to read, to look over. And anytime I get a printout, I am looking it over. Depending on what it is, it goes on the fridge. So the printouts, they go on the fridge. He did print out this calorie calculator for me. So he wants me to stay within a 1,393 calorie deficit. I have to stay there. If I'm not working out, I need to stay in a 1,393 calorie deficit. Okay, 1,393 calorie deficit. I need to stay within that. In my photos, he did see that I was, and I'll put some of my photos up here, I was eating a bit too much carbs, grains. I was. So, and I told him to, like, okay, this week I'm going to make this, I'm gonna eat this, what do you think? Because I told him I'm gonna make some salmon, broccoli rabe, and a sweet potato. And he said, and I said, they're not those, you know, those big head sweet potatoes, right? They're not big like that. They're very small sweet potatoes. So he said, if they're small, that's okay, but if they're like getting into the medium large size, just do half. Ooh, excuse me. But he said, keep the carbs, grains, beans at 1/4. So that was really helpful. I also was trying to look on Amazon or Macy's for like a portion control plate. I did see one on Amazon, but then I saw one on Pottery Barn that was really cool. I may order that. And I had him look at that and he said that looks really good. Because he loves, one thing, he loves what I'm eating. Like, I have really good food choices and very good healthy choices, but it's my portion control that is the problem. I'm not eating like a whole cup of rice. That I'm not doing. I may be doing a half a cup of rice, but he said that still is too much. And I don't eat rice every day, but when I do, he said half a cup is still too much for my size, like where I am now. It's too much. It's too much until I kind of can get way below the threshold where I am now. Then, you know, things can be, you know, we can adjust there. What else did he recommend? What else did he say? But yeah, it's just the portion control I got to get better with. And I have to get better with eating on time. Like, he really wants me to not skip breakfast. Do not skip breakfast, he said. Then do, you know, a morning snack, then do lunch, then an afternoon snack, and then dinner. He really wants me to eat on time, which I do. When I work out, I feel like I do eat on time. But when I don't work out, I can go like the whole day without eating and then just do one meal a day. But also, in addition to seeing a nutritionist, I also take a weight loss medication. So in that medication, it suppresses my, so in addition to seeing a nutritionist, I also take a weight loss medication, and that medication suppresses my appetite so much. Like, and now I'm on a higher dose. I wasn't on the higher dose before, but it suppresses my appetite like so much. I won't even drink when I take that medication. I do like the medication, especially when I was in the beginning. I really do like it. But maybe I'll talk about that in the next video, what I'm taking, okay? I'll talk about that in the next video. My next follow-up appointment is in January. I thought I was going to see him again in December, but he was like, what's the point of coming in December? You know, it's the holidays. It's Christmas. So I'll see him after the new year. And he also did recommend too, for meat, he always, you know, does this palm method with me, that the meat needs to be only the size of my palm, not the size of my hand. We made a joke about that. He's like, the size of your palm. It needs to be the size of your palm. Grains, carbs also need to be the size of your palm. Like, before I used to eat the whole leg quarter of chicken. I can't do that. Not right now. I cannot do it. He said you have to either pick the leg or the thigh. It cannot be the whole leg quarter, because that's just too much for where I am now, which I understand. And like, again, I'm short. I'm only 5'1". I don't need a lot of food. I don't need to eat a lot of food. So yeah. I'm still in a good mood though, even though the scale did not say what I wanted it to say. One, I wasn't surprised because I have not been consistent with my working out, but I have been eating pretty healthy. But that's not enough for my body. It's not. I realize that I need to work out and eat healthy. Just eating healthy, like people say, it's 80%, you know, of the problem. It solves the problem. But for me, I don't feel like it is. I have to eat healthy and work out to see results. Intermittent fasting doesn't work for me. I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me at all. Working out and eating healthy works for me. So I'm still in a good mood. I'm leaving my nutritionist appointment feeling very empowered. I'm feeling in a good mood. I'm still excited. I'm feeling very happy. And I'm just feeling very empowered. I really am. I'm feeling very empowered. And that's how you should be feeling when you're leaving your provider's appointment, whether it's a physical, whether it's a maternal health visit, whatever it be. You should always be leaving your provider's office feeling empowered, feeling encouraged, you know, lifted up. You should, you know, despite what, you know, the results may have been, your doctor told you, whatever you shared with your doctor, you should be feeling still good. They should be providing you with the tools to succeed. They should be providing you with the tools to turn around that diagnosis. They should be providing you with the tools to, you know, and the encouragement to keep you on the right track. Like, hey, you know, you're doing good. Keep it up. I love that you're doing this. You know, they should be providing you with the tools to get you to that goal. You know, like, hey, you had a cesarean, you want to have a VBAC. They should be providing you with, you know, paperwork to make that happen. They should be educating you, giving you a game plan of, okay, this is how we want to help you reach this goal of having a VBAC. Okay, you know, you should be feeling that they're on your side as well, that they're going to, you know, also vouch for you and encourage you, you know. So at least when you're in the delivery room, moms, you know what they've told you, they know what they've told you, and it's game day and everybody has their game face on, and we're working on this goal together. Yes, things may take a turn, but at least you know and you feel that your provider had your back. Your provider, you know, you guys were in this together. They understood your goal. You know, you felt like they were on your side. You know, so despite what the scale says, I feel like my nutritionist, he's definitely on my side. He's definitely like on this weight loss journey. He's definitely on this postpartum weight loss journey with me. I definitely feel it. I feel that he's rooting for me. He's really rooting for me. He wants to see me where I want to see myself. He does, and he wants to see me healthy. So I appreciate that. I really do. In addition to me seeing a nutritionist, I also have been taking a weight loss medication, a prescribed weight loss medication. But we'll talk about that in the next video, okay? We'll talk about that in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.